Yes.
Well, it has to be in the budget, that's fine.
And that's due.
Basically 6:30, I call the meeting to order. I have I have one minor chairman comment. The Marsh case, the next thing up is their challenge, their appeal that the ZBA did not reconsider their application. They filed a case to compel the select board, to compel the ZBA to rehear. The select board can't compel the ZBA, they're independent. Anyway, that is now scheduled, and our attorneys have submitted their response to that particular case. And something will happen on that eventually. Any public comment? They have accepted it, but done nothing with it. It's been accepted, but nothing has been done. Now, apparently it's a mandatory appeal, so they had to accept it. But what will happen, who knows? There was a second filing for that, which was just part of it. It was a filing of a transcript. That was part of the application process. It has nothing to do with it actually having a scheduled trial date. Okay. There being nothing else. Nothing on old business that I have. New business. Okay, I'll speak for Lillian because she asked me to. So this is the free thing we're getting for the traffic survey in the center of town. The company, the whatever,
It's a grant.
yeah, we got a grant to cover the cost. The organization, it's actually Southwest Regional, I think, that is handling it, wants us to have a committee of relevant members in town. If anybody wants to volunteer, please do. I have volunteered to be on it for some reason I don't understand. And we've got a few other people. So anyone that wants to be on that committee up to a certain limit, please.
Thought it was 5.
Yeah, I think it's 5 people. I don't know how many we have. Send Lillian or send Carol an email and we'll
You
see what
have
happens.
4 now.
Okay, we need one more then. I don't know.
Bill, Lillian, Kent Perry, and Bill Torfey.
Okay.
So I don't believe so.
So if somebody wants to get on there, they can get on there. And actually, Southwest wants a kind of an assortment of people on it. So that would be good. Okay, now we've got a bunch of warrant article.
For us accepting this grant in the first place, did we?
We did, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, we did. Way back. Well, relatively way back. Warrant article order. So Carol, is this order that we have the one the CIP wanted?
Yes.
Okay. There is one comment I'll make on it. We normally put petition articles at the end. We always have. But it turns out that the zoning petition article has to go with the other zoning ordinances because it's a ballot question. I have no idea.
Back in December, she had them a while ago. Yeah, she had them back in December.
Oh, they had one in December?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
All right, I had proposed one that I want to change, if I can find it here. Dum, 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 dum. I think it's number 8. Yeah, so this is something we used to do many years ago. And we needed a place for the highway study group to present their thing. So this wording came from some years ago. It was pointed out to me, we have a slight problem with it. So what I would like to do is remove the last phrase, including any articles related thereto. Reason being, we discuss the warrant articles when they come up. And that would just mean people could just start randomly discussing any of the warrant articles out of order. So it has been suggested that we ended it, chosen that wish to speak, period, and remove the rest. I so move. Is there a second?
I'll second it.
All in favor?
Aye.
Okay, that's fixed.
The other one we have is the police cruiser.
Yep. Which one is that?
From what my understanding is, it's number 14.
14, yes.
The number should be 15,922 is Temple's share.
922. So we already had the budget hearing. Gail, can we change this now or do we change it at town meeting?
We're gonna change it at town meeting.
What was that, again, Ken? 902?
Yeah, I know it's
It's
78. Yeah, so do we want to change it now or we'll change it at town meeting? I think it might have to be changed
I
at town
think we
meeting.
have to do it at town meeting.
Yeah.
It has to be amended at town meeting.
Right, so we just need to remember to do
Once we
that,
have the budget hearing, we can't
right?
amend any of this
Any of the appropriations.
until on the floor at town meeting.
Right. All right, so we have to remember to do that. Well, whatever we give them is what they're getting. Is there anything else we got to do on any of these things?
You just have to recommend or
Oh,
not
yes.
the highway study.
Okay, the Highway Study Group has a petition warrant article to raise money, which I believe is
3,500.
3,500. The select board has never recommended or not recommended petition warrant articles. Turns out we have to. There's an RSA that says if it's an appropriation article, we have to make a recommendation. What's everybody think?
I would recommend this for the simple fact it's more information that we need and can absolutely use to make a informed decision as to where highways should be.
Right. I think I'm opposed for the simple fact is when it got started, they said they weren't going to use any town money. It was all going to be raised by contributions and such. And if they can't raise $3,500, I mean, really. Anyway, George, what do you think?
Did you have a motion on that, Ken?
Yes,
I'll second that motion.
All right,
Okay.
to approve?
yes.
Yes,
Okay,
because that's gonna go on, as a warrant article.
Yep.
And it'll give the whole town a chance to.
To vote on
to vote on appropriating the money.
Right.
Well, I'm going to say I oppose just for the reason I said, so it'll be 2-1.
No, I understand.
Okay. So there is a motion you seconded.
Yeah.
All in
Yes.
favor?
Aye.
I recommended 2-1. Anything else we got to do? And actually, I'm not opposed to them having some money to work with, but I'm annoyed that they said they weren't going to ask for any. Yes, Gail. Gail.
This isn't a big deal. On number 18, recommended should be yes, recommends.
CIP committee recommends.
Yeah, instead of
Oh, yeah.
recommended.
Yeah, we do that.
Okay.
Recommend
Yeah,
everywhere else.
I have a different copy here and it's. oh.
Yeah, so we're also required to notify all the abutters. I wrote the letter today and looked up all the abutter names and addresses, so they will be notified.
All of two of them?
There's actually quite a few. It's anybody that has property on
property on that
Powers
road.
Road. It's like, I don't know, 5, 6, something like that. There's 2 that are right where the bridge is, but there's 5 or 6 on the whole length of Powers Road, and apparently we have to notify everyone on Powers. Okay, any more on this one, or are we all done? All right, I deem it all done. Alarm system work not completed in 2023. Well, they didn't finish the work. So we voted the money in 2023. They did not finish the work. We said we were going to encumber that amount so we could pay it this year, but we never voted on it. So the money went back into the general fund. So what we need to do at town meeting is to amend the budget so we can pay them for the work, and it's a net no cost because we'd already gotten the money.
They've already gotten some money, but
Yes, Gil, use the microphone. Microphone. Hold on. All right.
Okay, sorry. Gary and I talked about this. And there are two ideas. One is you could cite the town hall repairs and maintenance line in the budget, which is 419-4430. That'd be one way to do it. Or you could do the select board contingency line, either one.
Okay.
Well, that's not what he put on his email.
What's that? Gary
He,
reckoned,
he sent an email saying 419-4651. Government buildings, other properties, repair and maintenance.
Yeah.
4130, wasn't it 44?
419-4651.
In any case, Gail, so you still want us to appropriate the money, right?
There may have been other emails since the first, well, there were a lot of emails on that, but the last one I have is from February 10th.
Carol, is this the one he said, 4430?
419-4651.
Okay, let me see what that one is. That says other property repairs and maintenance. Is this alarm system only for the town hall?
no.
No.
Oh, okay.
It's for all,
Go with that one then.
4 town buildings.
Okay, good. All
Okay,
right.
so regardless of what line item we pick, we still want to allocate,
Yeah.
change the budget,
So
right?
it'll be, 419-4651, other property repairs and maintenance.
419.
And actually, there's only $1 on that line right now,
4651.
4651.
All right, another thing we have to remember to do, I assume,
Okay, so $1 on it, so then you can put, it's 13,000 you need, isn't it?
how much more do we need? No, was it that much?
I think that's what's left, yes.
Okay, so it's about 13,000.
Yeah, Carol had it laid out for you.
Okay,
I mean, if we're gonna do that too, because we did allocate some funds from ARPA,
yeah, we used part of that was paid by ARPA last year.
$3,000. I don't know if we paid it last year or if we,
Or this year, well, we'll
Yeah,
have to check.
when I paid the 50%, I put it all to Article 8.
Okay,
okay,
So
so,
then when we get the second invoice, 4,386 will be ARPA, and the rest will be this new account.
This new
I guess.
account.
okay, can we not do the ARPA, and if we were gonna put it in and get it from the general fund, can we just put it in the budget?
we could.
Because
You
then,
already voted the ARPA.
Yeah, we voted, we
Yes.
can unvote it.
I don't know what difference it makes.
I don't either. We need,
Because
Now, then
the-
you'll be short on the fire department.
Oh.
because the fire department's gonna be short.
I beg your pardon?
The
oh, all right.
fire department request for ARPA funds is going to be short.
The 17,000 doesn't cover what you need?
Yes, the 17,000 covers what we need, but we only have 16,000 in that account.
No, that's not true. I believe you have 19,000. We had that from
Not
Peter Allen
according
last
to
week.
this, not according to this.
The balance in there right now is 20 something, but we haven't spent the
What have you got?
4,386.
Because I wrote to Peter Allen, he sent me the listing,
Yeah, so the balance is 20,000. We've already allocated some of that.
17.
4,386 for the alarm happened in November. We voted on that.
Okay,
So
Okay, so
20
that-
less the 4,386. It's
okay.
gonna leave a little
Well,
bit.
go ahead and take it all out then of the budget. Oh, if I would ask you, I spoke to Peter Caswell.
Might just need 1,000 or something like that.
Yeah, I don't,
If we do it that way, then we'll still have the 17,500 for the fire department.
right, so we'll just figure out what we need to allocate in the budget, and we'll do that at town meeting.
Okay,
And we might as well use up these ARPA funds that have been sitting
well, wait a
around
minute.
for-
If I could say, spoke to Peter Caswell, and we need to finish the well.
Yes,
Yes, he says that he has to put in some controls down by the well itself. And he's either going to dig a little hole into the ground, or we'll have a very low profile wooden structure to cover the controls. But the point is that he needs some money. I don't know how much. And then the plan is to have Tim run a ditch straight up the hill to the fence, where he is hoping that he can join into the existing conduit.
Cannot.
You think he can't?
No, I can't. He cannot.
Well, he was going to get Mr. That electrician that starts with the S. Lives up on,
I've already talked to this with Tim. There's no way. He needs 220 to run that pump, and we can only get him 110 if he plugs into one of those plugs that's
well,
in there.
this is a detail that you all can work out with Peter Caswell. My point is, please save enough in the ARPA money to cover it.
How much?
I don't know. I'll have to get him. I'll try to get him this week
Well,
to,
there won't be anything left. So.
Yeah, well, we can either budget more for the fire hydrants. And put, amend the budget to cover some more of that and leave some in the ARPA fund.
Yeah, we'll have to
Yeah.
figure out what we're gonna do
Okay.
with that.
Yeah, all right, we'll figure this out
okay.
and
The-
we'll take care of it at
The,
time.
To ask Pete to get us those numbers this week and Tim,
I will try to. And I
because
wanted to ask you, the company that you have coming in to clean the hydrants, they presumably know that they have to get DES approval and all that.
no, we don't.
I think you do. You're dealing with a
No, we
wetland.
don't. They are standing hydrants. All we're doing is fixing the hydrants.
Aren't you putting in a new one?
We're putting a new one over at Ben's, yes.
Then you gotta have something there for that.
It's a private pond. We don't have to have something for that.
Okay. I'm sure that the company knows what they are doing. I'm just simply saying that I have heard this, that it's important to get DES approval. Okay.
Yeah, I don't think we need DES
Okay,
approval,
well, go
but
ahead.
we'll check.
Hopefully the company knows what it's doing. Okay.
Okay, anything else before we do minutes?
George, you have anything else before we do minutes?
I have nothing else.
Well, this is gonna be a shorter meeting than I thought it was gonna be. As long as we remember all these things for town meeting.
Yeah, I'll try and make a list and by next meeting, we'll have the cheat sheet and have that all,
Yeah,
do
okay,
that all at the same time.
okay. By the way, meeting after next falls again on voting day. So next meeting, we'll have to figure out what we're gonna do about that meeting date.
Have you all figured out how to pay for the ballots? That's the other question.
For the,
We were told that there is not enough money to pay for the ballots for election day because of the zoning articles.
I have not heard that.
Okay, well, Gary and I both looked at the list. We can't figure out what line is even used to pay for the ballots. Carol, do you happen to know?
Well, on that same email about the alarm system, he said, I've also received a request to increase 414-0550 TC printing and advertising. Due to the increase in ballots, I recommend the town clerk make a request that the select board propose an amendment to the budget on the floor of town meeting.
Okay, so I
Okay,
thought that was paid for by the town.
so you'll have
clerk.
to move that at town meeting as well.
Yeah, now who owns that account? Which account was it?
I have no idea.
Town clerk.
Okay, yeah, town clerk is the one that's responsible
She's
for the
the town
ballots.
clerk, and it's a new challenge for Stacy.
Okay, so we'll have to increase that line item
okay.
too. You know, Gail, it's gonna be a long town meeting. There are 21 warrant articles this time. Ugh,
Well, remember, a lot of those zoning ones are gonna happen.
Some of this stuff will go real fast.
Yeah, some of them are housekeeping, but there's always somebody that's gonna,
They will, right up until the point where everybody wants a secret ballot for
Yeah.
everything.
right.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
Well, it's only one day.
Yeah,
I know.
yeah.
Luckily, it's only one day.
Yeah. Oh, and I should make a comment. I'm gonna rewind back to Chairman's comments. There was one more thing. Everybody that mans the polls wanted us to change the hours, and we agreed to change it from 7 AM to start at 8 AM for the non-federal election. So we had a warrant article. Turns out you can't do that. We have to have a warrant article that asks if we want to make the change, and if everybody says yes, then it has to show up on the state ballot, the next state ballot.
Which is when?
November, or whenever the next state election is. So this is a two-step process and will not take effect until next year if it gets approved. Okay,
We're doing step one, this meeting.
right.
Well, I'd like to cheer you all up about one thing. The Budget Committee did recommend that you all get pizza and election day for lunch.
Well, we'll probably
We
get
already do
sandwiches.
pizza for
We'll do
dinner,
pizza
so.
for dinner. We'll get sandwiches for lunch.
Oh, sandwiches, I don't care.
Well, thank the BAC for that.
We put $100 into the budget for it.
Okay. Excellent. That'll make some people happy. Like our supervisors, the checklist that sit here all day. All right, I guess we're on to minutes.
Okay, on page 1. On the Concon. The fourth sentence down. It says Madden stated they are looking for the board to sign and notarize.
Yeah, no,
Rather
right,
than
yeah,
notarize.
yeah,
And on the last, on the forward after the public hearing, they will withdraw their approval.
yes. They have also requested we pre-approve something else, but we don't have any of the stuff to do it, so we'll worry about that next.
There was two of them. There was the west property and then there was this property.
Yeah. So we'll worry about that next meeting.
The other thing I had on the page 3 was the school budget is 56,749.
Yep,
I think that might have been 56 million.
749.
I haven't,
One
I can,
zero.
I can get the, well,
I can listen to
Wait.
the recording too.
okay. Other than that, I had no other.
okay,
Page 3 of 3,
yep,
second sentence down. There's no bullet point there. It's on the other page. It says, case noted that we should be getting food for the election workers who are at the polls for 12+ hours. It's lunch,
yeah. I just say getting lunch for election workers.
as, as dinner is already provided.
Mhm.
That's all I got. You got anything, Bill?
Nope.
Motion to accept as amended.
Second,
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Is there any other business?
Motion to adjourn.
Second,
Second.
all in favor?
Aye.
We're adjourned. Good night, everyone.